I'm back. And I have some clean water, so this is good. I can water down my brown a little bit. The benefit of watering it down is not only does it not dry as fast, like when you have it in the pot, but it also spreads a little easier. You don't want to water it down too much, or else then you don't get good coverage, but like I probably did water it down a little too much with the gray, but I'm gonna want to really go over the gray anyways. Plus it's rock, so if it's not super consistent, then it's not the biggest deal. It also does kind of get rid of those streaks that I was liking, so. And evens out the colors, so it just kind of depends on whether you like the streaks or not. Even still get the streaks. It's probably if I had added the water and then finished mixing the colors. You know what this song kind of reminds me of? Linkin Park. It's not, but there's like, I don't know, a little bit of a to it. That makes me think of like some of the Linkin Park songs. The reason I'm doing these colors before doing the tiger, like I probably should have done this with gray after the tiger, but the other ones for sure have to be done before because we're going to be painting over the, like the fur has to go over the color, right? So, we're not going to fully finish it, but... Because, yeah, see, now that I've watered it down, I'm not getting quite as thick or dark coverage. But I'm not really concerned with that, because we're going to have to go in and add, like, enough detail to make this look good anyways. Which I don't know if I'm entirely... Like, I will go into all the nitpicky detail you want with, like, the animals and the fur and stuff. It's the other stuff where I usually end up slacking off. So, I'm hoping that streaming this will prevent me from slacking off with the other stuff. And that we'll just end up with a really fucking cool piece of artwork. So if you couldn't see the outline of the tiger before, here it is. More or less. I might even see if I can find like a cheap, like really coarse sponge or something to help do some of the texture on those other areas. That would actually be pretty cool. Alright, are we ready to try and get the tiger's color? was also really hungry, so I got some chips. I'm gonna try and not eat paint. Keyword try. But acrylic paints are not typically non-toxic. At least not when I was in high school, they were not considered toxic. I know this because I went to school with idiots who dared each other to drink the paint water in art class. So been in grade 9. Dared each other to drink the paint water in art class. And, oh, I turned that off. What did we get? Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, they dared each other to drink the paint water. Luckily, they were at least smart enough to ask the teacher first if it would kill them or make them sick. She said, no, but don't do it. So they drank the paint. Okay, now we're gonna try and make the tiger go. I just noticed that he's got like a piece of bark stuck to his head. We have got to add the bark stuck to his head. I'm sorry, but I have to. I have to. That's gonna be awesome. Okay. Sorry, these chips are actually really good. There's a couple of really good ones in here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. We're gonna start with the yellow, except I'm not gonna add the red directly this time. Because I feel like last time we added a little too much red for what would be a good tiger color. So again, for anybody who is just stopping in now, I don't buy a lot of paints when I paint. I pretty much just buy my primaries. In this case, I got one special color, just because the store had a buy two get one free. So, I also got like a silver. Which I think would be kind of cool to add into like a little bit into like the eyes and stuff. But I picked a sleeping tiger to start with, so we'll have to do that on the next one. Or I'll have to do that on the next one. We'll see. Like, we'll probably want to add like the tiniest bit of blue. Just to mute the color a little bit. Literally just start with that. But I'll probably need to add a little bit more than that. Still a little too bright. So let's see what we can get going here. Tiny bit of blue. I actually have a painting that I really want to do. But it is, well, I have a couple that I really want to do. Um, but they are really going to be best done on, like, I found this black canvas. Like, I was tossed up whether to get this canvas or the black one, and this one's a little bit smaller. And came with a few, I think, a few extra canvases. They're both the same price, but this one was a little bit smaller, but came with a few extra canvases, which I thought was probably which we thought was going to be the better for starting out. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit of white now. We're not going to add as much white as we did last time. I'm going to add, like, a little bit to start with. And then we'll see kind of what color that makes. Much more red. It's looking really yellow. I need it to be more orange. Probably also should have made a lot more than this too. Which is actually not a bad thing, because that just means that if I add more color to try and get the color right, I'm not going to feel like I'm wasting it like we did with the... Waste the brown. It would have been nice if there was half and half of the white and black canvases. Yeah, that would have been really cool. Because, like, what do we think of this? No, that's still way too, like, that's too saturated, I think. Try adding a little bit of blue and see what happens. And then we might need to add some more white. I don't feel like it needs to be darker, or lighter, though. It just needs to be less saturated. I'm gonna add a little bit of the water too, because it's gonna help me mix the color and make it even. That is probably too much water for the amount of paint I had in there, though. Which actually kind of sucks, because this actually might be like the perfect color. Well, I'm gonna add a little bit more of my paints, and then we'll see what we get out of it. The good thing is that I'm gonna be probably using a lot of this color as a base, so it's not gonna be the worst idea to have some extra in here. I just like splattered some on the brown. A little bit more yellow from what I've got there. It's thickening back up a bit, though, which is good. Need to mute that down again with some more blue. Let's see. Probably not bad. Don't know if I want to use this brush, though. What other brushes do I have? Use this brush and this brush. Pretty good. Alright. Okay. What? Anyone may have trouble hearing, but she knows when you have cream cheese. You probably smell it from in the hallway when you're out in the hallway. She immediately appears on your desk. She probably smells it from out in the hallway. Funny that she's on your desk, like, are you finished? Yeah. Trying to figure out. Okay, so it's like there's gonna be a little bit that comes like this. Dude, seriously? Ban. I'm actually gonna report you too, just so you know. Spam, scams, or bots. Tell us more. Sure. Trying to get me to buy viewers, followers, etc. No, even the website name. Actually, Mux, can you manage banned words? Because do you see what the... I'm going to add it to actually to the banned words. Give me a second. Where's channel moderation? Moderation, there we go. Blocked terms and phrases. There we go. I don't think there was anything else in there that I can easily ban as a word. So, that's all it's gonna be. Alright. Hopefully the tiger actually looks like it's starting to take shape. probably watered down the tiger color a little too much, but that's okay. It will get fixed. Alright. Because of the outline on the bottom and the eye holes, you can see the basic shape. That's the thing, like, yeah, because, like, you can say, this here is where the white patch is around the eyes. Same thing over here. There's the nose. Kind of see the edge of the ear there, and the one that's over here, smooshed. Kind of like even out the brush strokes a little bit, so he doesn't look as like. I was gonna say it's stripey, but it's like it's a tiger. They're stripey, but they're not stripey like this. That's okay. He's a work in progress. Okay. There's a cat harrier. Wait, there we go. Got it. This is okay. This part here is okay if it stays super watered down. And I actually might try to, like, lighten it out as much as possible anyways. Because it's a lot lighter. We're gonna have to really probably really go over it after lightening the paint anyways. Actually looks like a good color for the tiger anyways. Also, the picture on the screen, it's easy to follow along. That's why I wanted to make sure that I had it there. So that people knew kind of like, if somebody was just like stopping in, they'd know what I was trying to paint. Because, look, if I know if it's gonna look anything like the picture in the end. Again, I'm usually really good with the animals themselves. It's usually the backgrounds that I have problems with. That's kind of why I'm really excited to try getting the black canvas and doing some of the stuff, like some of the more serious ones on the black canvas, because that way I can literally not do a background. I just do the animal, like, straight on black canvas, and it'll, like, really stand out, hopefully. That said, I do need to learn how to draw backgrounds, or paint backgrounds, and scenery, so... I just thought of another way I could try to fix this paint is just leave it uncapped for a bit so that it, like, dries out. And then it should thicken up, actually. I mean, I'm gonna have to essentially, like, kind of blend the top part anyways. I don't know why I'm being all nitpicky about it going over the line, so to speak. Hey, Tachil, how you doing? I'm painting a tiger. Well, I'm trying. How are you doing, Tachil? Feeling any better? Might switch to the other brush soon. Feeling better, but you're off until the 28th now. Nice. We're gonna get snowed in. Yeah. It's looking nice out, though. I might have to go with my camera later. There's, like, a huge blizzard here right now. It's actually, I'm pretty sure, like, across, like, half of the northern portion of the continent is actually kind of funny. Hey, I like the snow. I'm not gonna complain. We have gotten everything that we need to do outside done in terms of going out. So we can actually just sit and chill for like 3 or 4 days if we needed to let the roads get all plowed and everything. So I might make Mux go out and play in the snow with me, but that'll be a choice. Not and on foot, not trying to drive in potentially like 4 feet of snow with people who haven't seen snow in a year. Because that's always fun. No one driving in it, but within reason, but everyone else is a major life hazard. I'm just like, we got everything that we needed to get done. So we're just kind of chilling, I think, now for a bit. We've got some other stuff that we have to get done, but we don't know how much of it is actually going to be doable until the new year because we don't know if things are going to be, like, open and if we're going to hear back from anybody and all of that jazz. Which, by the way, if my phone rings anybody, I'm going to have to mute and take the call. Oh no. There is a hair on my tiger. Come on. Uh-oh. I can't get it off. Can I get this hair off? Come on. I painted the hair on my tiger! Not in the way I'm supposed to. Oh my gosh. Well, it's a piece of the artwork now. It actually might be about where there's a stripe anyways, so I might not even see it. It's moving around now, though. Well, it's a piece of the artwork now. To try walking barefoot for a second on the snow. It's super soft. Right now, it probably would be. Well, no, right now it would be a mix, because it's like hovering right around freezing, which means that it would either be really icy or really soft, because it's just falling. It would either be like rocks for soft. And hey, Killbot, how you doing? Okay. I almost put the paintbrush in my clean water down water again. I want to try and not do that. You're okay? You got a slight headache, though? That sucks. I hate headaches. Actually, I have not been getting as many of my headaches, though, since I moved. Which, Mux actually pointed out, after the first, like, couple of weeks. Okay, I'm gonna use this little brush now to do some of the more detail, like, because there's, like, a line of orange on the ear here. Thinking next we block in some of the black on the tiger. And then I have to try and figure out where we're gonna start with detail. Oh, and then we're gonna have to do the nose too, though. Maybe I should do the nose next. Just like a little bit of a pink. Like, here it comes in like this. And then out like this. Kind of like that. I'm gonna have to go over some of the white anyways, so. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to look just about right. I'm trying to see if I can get like any thick paint. Trying to like kind of shore up this down here a little bit. Okay. I mean, I think that's probably as good as we're gonna get for now. I think he's coming along though. Again, it's all just like roughly blocked in. But that's kind of the point. And chips. Mm. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't do name shoutouts until people talk in chat, just in case anybody's wondering. One, in case you want to stay anonymous-ish and lurk. Two, a lot of bots will follow just so that you will shout their name out. Hmm. Okay. I think we're ready to make like a like the nose color. Try to think if I actually need to do a jar of nose color though. Because the nose is kind of small. That said, if we want to edit the color for the highlighting later, we're going to need the jar, so jar it is. Okay, I see that the follower messaged me on Discord. I do not talk to people on Discord. In DM unless you have essentially made it to friend status or at least are a high regular who kind of knows how stuff goes. I also see that said person appears to have joined and then left. So they joined just to be able to DM me. So I'm highly suspecting either bot or somebody trying to go for inappropriate things. Again, I would never directly accuse anybody of stuff, but so if that isn't the case, that is why I'm not responding, is because a lot of times people in that kind of situation are not being genuine. So if you are truly interested in the channel, want to hang out, where the hell did that brush go that I was just using? Feel free to stay in the Discord and talk there. We are all super chill in the Discord. Like my channel is like you can even ask anybody here. Like we are very accepting of any issues that you might have. We are 100% safe mental health place. So I hope that nobody ever feels uncomfortable just talking publicly in the chat. And in the channel if you guys do want to talk. But I will not respond to DMs, especially from people that are otherwise unknown. What's really weird is on the camera, you guys see like a huge like white spot here. And that's not there. I wonder if it's just because it's still wet. Gotta be because it's still wet, so it's still reflecting too much. Cause like, look, when I put my shadow over it, it goes away. White? Not white. White? Not white. Okay, I'm done. But yes, anybody who's just joining in, welcome to my first ever acrylic painting stream. And first little bit back into acrylics after not doing it for years. This is like way too pink. I think it needs some yellow and probably a little bit of blue too. Just to kind of like tone it. Uh-oh. I just painted my keyboard, guys. I just painted my keyboard. It is now pink. Touch the yellow. probably a touch of blue. This is why I want to, I'm hoping that, to be able to get a little bit of money to be able to get some, paint retardant, though, because it helps smooth it out a little bit without making it too runny, like what happens when you use water instead. I mean, as long as you don't use too much, but it really needs to make sure it use too much. Probably a little more red, though. Like, I think it's a little darker. It's probably a little too much. Well, I did the white first, so. Well, that's probably a good color. A few drops of water, not a lot. There's not a lot of paint in here. Might need a smaller brush, though. Well, I hope you feel better with your headache, Killbach. I know how annoying a headache can be. Alright, I have blocked the person who DM'd me on Discord. So if you're a legitimate person interested in the community, feel free to say hi on the Discord or here in chat, and I will go from there, but... You always seem to get them after going out. It could be, like, there's a couple things that it could be. It could be stress, it could be, it could even just be something as simple as, like, higher blood pressure from moving around. Causing, like, too much blood flow and stuff in your head. I think that's not dark enough. It's, like, so close, but it's not... Actually, no, that's probably actually good for the base paint. Because it's kind of the same color as the top of the nose there. I feel you, though, Killbach. I hate headaches. I used to get a lot of them. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of these painting streams and whether you guys want to see more or what. Because I definitely want to take up painting again. And will. And doing it on stream will mean I get to stream more and paint more, so... feel like it's a win-win. Where's the lid for this pink one? Now I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put all my paints. Like, I might only have 6 tubes, but I'm gonna have a lot of these guys. Tighten all of these. I did not tighten the black one. There we go. Actually, I'm probably gonna use the black one next, because I think we're gonna go in and try and do some of the stripes. All your paints fit in a box? Well, so Killbot. These are all of my tubes of paint. I've got like a special silver one too, and that was just because they were buy two, get one free. These are all my tubes of paint. What I'm doing for like the other, for like all the colors that you're seeing, is I got these little tiny mason jars, and I mix any color that I need from those primaries. One of these is black, there it is. It seems to be the same song. Alright. Start going with the black. Maybe I should have used the pointier brush. Okay. I'm gonna use the pointier brush. It's gonna be like really like nitpicky, but I feel scared using a brush that isn't this pointy on the end. For these stripes, this is gonna be like Dude, what kind of painting do you do, Killbot? You paint your Warhammer miniatures. Okay. So it's probably acrylics, right? Same thing I'm using. This is where the tiger will hopefully really start to kind of take shape. No idea, to be honest. I don't know, I've never painted miniatures, so... Seems like something I would have done, but nope. I mean, I did like ceramics painting and stuff in school, but... I am terrified of messing up these stripes because the black is going to be so hard to go over, I find myself. It's a tiger, so I have to adjust how the stripes look and the pattern of the stripes. It's not like anybody's gonna see it. So when you take away the reference photo, as long as everything looks right, nobody should know. This has gotta, like, not be on shuffle or something. It's the only thing you can paint. You're super bad at any other type of painting or drawing. Hey. I would argue there is no such thing as being bad at painting or drawing, because it's all about self-expression. As long as you're at least somewhat happy with it, in the end, nothing else matters. You're not happy with it at all. Well, I mean, it's really all just about I honestly don't even know. Observing. Some people say I'm really good. I don't think I'm that great. But I don't always hate what I do. Probably the best I'm gonna ever get. I think the problem for me is that I always have this like grand image of how things are gonna turn out. So even if it turns out okay, I'm still like, nope, there's a speck here that wasn't in my brain. It's wrong. One thing you're really bad at, your hands are shaky on top of it. You see things in black and white and simplifies to try to make things look a specific way is almost impossible for me. I mean, if you like doing art though, you could always look into trying like a different style as well. Because not every style has to be ultra realistic and all that kind of stuff, you know? That's why you like the Warhammer, it's a different look. Yeah. No, I think that's perfect. And it's more of just paint this part this color. Well, I mean, it's like, no, even if you like the idea of art, I don't know. I feel like there's always something that everybody can do when it comes to art. There's always something. Even if it isn't initially what you would have thought you wanted to do, you know? There's always something. Whether it's... You're a lot better with photography than drawing or painting. See, there you go. This that I'm painting right now is actually one of my photos. I love photography too. I'm trying to get back into it. What I really need to do if I do get back into it though is I do need to get a new camera. My current DSLR is so old that it's only 10 megapixels. I've got some nice ass lenses for it though. So I would have to go with another Nikon and hope that they kept the lenses compatible, but we're gonna turn this tiger this way here. Because I'm gonna work on this right here. You've got a nice camera you got from a family friend. Nice. Yeah, mine is just mine. I don't want to say just mine's a Nikon D3200. So when I got it, it was something ridiculous, like a $1,400 kit or something like that I got for $700 on a Boxing Day crasher, door crasher. So it came with the body, the standard lens, a telephoto lens, not a huge one, but decent. Tripod. I think it came with an SD card and an actual camera bag too. And then my mom for Christmas one year, she got me a macro telephoto lens, which I fucking love that. Like, I use that lens on everything. So, if I get a new camera, I'm really hoping it can work with the lenses. You always like the Canon cameras, but you don't think they really sell that brand in the UK. Ignore that. Yours is Canon. I'm not really like tossed on one brand or another. For me, it's more of just that, like, I have a Nikon right now, and because I would hope to keep using my lenses, I would probably have to stick with Nikon. Unless the lenses will work on another camera, but I know they likely wouldn't. Because that's kind of how they get you to stay brand loyal, right? Like, I want to work on in that angle, but... Just because this ear here is still really wet. So I can't paint how I usually would. There we go. Not perfect, but we can touch it up with the white later. You found the thing, it's a Canon EOS 400D. No idea. Not gonna lie. But I know that the EOS cameras are their good cameras. So essentially, I'm pretty sure it's I think that's a DSLR. DSLR are essentially like, if you like photography and you don't have a DSLR, please don't shit on me for this. But DSLRs are real cameras. They can still be digital, but they actually work with you know, mirrors and lenses that like magnify things rather than and have interchangeable lenses and, you know, attachments and all that jazz. I think I did this wrong. Shit. I think this actually had to come over this way more. Come up more over here. You were doing photography GCSE then for A level when you were about 13 to 17-ish. Okay. Yeah, see, in my art class in school we did photography. We did a little bit of photography. But really, I just kind of like figured it out myself, I guess. This is where this stripe would go, though, so I can always just touch up the bottom there. And then we'll go like this. Family friend is a photographer and helped teach you a few things. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then let you have her spare camera. Nice. Yeah, I went to college for an art fundamentals class, and we did a little bit of photography there too, so I learned a little bit more. But I do really love photography. Well, if you ever want to share any of your photos, Killbot, feel free. I will probably be doing that a lot more as I get back into my photography, so... Lots of birds and stuff around here. Didn't really learn much at all from it. It was super bad overall for teaching how to use a camera. Probably 90% flush Photoshop. Yup. What the hell? My watch just went off like 5 times. Because I just got 8 emails all at once. You still need to move most of them from your old laptop. You don't have all your stuff, sadly. Some was on your old school computer. See, I had that problem. To get this photo, oh my god. Most... You see, it must be email o'clock. Yeah, I know. No kidding, right? So most of my photos, I thought I had backed them up on newer storage. But no, they were all on freaking old hard drives that most of them don't even work. I lucked out hard in that a bunch of them were on the only hard drive we actually got to work in Mux's old computer. So, like, that was stressful. That was stressful. It made lots of fun noises. Yeah, it was like one of the hard drives that we tried was like ticking like a clock, or no, like a heartbeat. It was really weird. You've got your binders of your work though. That's all printed and nice to look at. Nice. My monitor just like timed out. It's a lot. It was so weird though. Like, oh my god. And then one of my hard drives may or may not have killed one of his SATA ports because we tried that hard drive and that was the one that like ticked. And then he tried another one and it didn't work. But then he tried it like, I don't know if he tried it in a different SATA port or if we just used the other cable. Or what? Then we tried it again later and it worked. So I spent like, I'm not even joking, it took all day to get everything off of that hard drive because it was so slow. Like, these things were so old, they had to have been at least 7 to 10 years old, possibly older. And so I don't even know how many people will remember this or have ever seen this, but the hard drives are so old that they were only 320 gigs of a standard hard drive, not an SSD. Like, I don't even know if you can get them that small anymore. You can still get small ones, but that number is just odd. You wonder how big a brain would be. Like, if it's on storage drives? I'm sure somebody has figured it out. Like, I'd actually be kind of shocked if somebody hasn't tried to figure that out. make sure we don't drink the paint water. I'm kind of surprised that I actually haven't tried to drink the paint water yet. And start plugging your brain into a PC to transfer to. Like, I would genuinely be shocked if somebody isn't working on that, because you know that, like, I mean, one of the big things is being able to back ourselves up, essentially, in sci-fi and all that. Which means you know somebody's actually working on it. Reminds me of a video of a child marking down how many licks it takes to lick a lollipop and accidentally lick the pen. No, I'm like constantly trying to lick, like drink the paint water, dip my brush in the drinking water. So. I mean, he's kind of coming together. He can make out his face now. This music reminds me of Division 2 music. Or just Division music in general. I mean, this music is essentially intended to be video game music, though, and, like, movie music, so... Makes sense. This is gonna be the hard part, is all of this stuff kind of, like, where it, like, comes together. Getting that right, because that has to more or less go up the middle of the head. I'm gonna do, like, just some, like, rough guidelines there for myself. We will incorporate those into the stripes somehow. I think that's a big thing I have to get comfortable with, is that it doesn't need to look exactly like the picture. In terms, especially in terms of, like, markings and shit. Like... I like this, like, weird tripod, like, trident in the middle of his head. All right. Just like that. And then we've got the big spot right here. Here we go. One. Another big spot.